Hey guys, Clear Track Speed here. Welcome back to another episode of Sid Meier's Railroads. Actually, I'm so used to saying Chris Sawyer's Locomotion. We're just gonna do another episode of Sid Meier's Railroads here. This time we are actually gonna go to Northeast U.S. Actually, you know what? We'll do Midwest. Midwest is actually a lot easier. Northeast is actually really hard, even on the one of the easiest modes, which is Investor. Partially because you have about 20-ish years here to complete that first one. Very, very hard. You need to get 50 carloads all up and down the Northeast. It's whack. This is a lot easier. I actually really like that one. Oh, okay, there we go. I got it. There we go. So we'll be on Mogul again. So that's basically my play level, and we'll start from here. Alright, so here we go. This one starts, it's 1840, and just 3 years have passed since the city of Chicago was incorporated. Pittsburgh, on the other hand, is one of the most important cities in the East, supplying millions of bushels of coal each year. The future has vastly different fates planned for these two cities. For now, destinies are bound by coal and steel. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pause that super quickly. We'll go take a look at our victory screen. Alright, so we have to recreate the railroad, Pittsburgh, Fort Wayne, and Chicago. So those are the three cities that we will have to connect first. I have 45 years to do that. Pittsburgh does need a steel mill, which makes the most sense. They are still a city. And then I need to deliver 25 carloads of said steel away from Pittsburgh. So that's going to be our first bet. Then there's the next one is called There's the Beef. Chicago needs a stockyard. I need 70% of my own stock, which is hilarious. And then I need to deliver food to Cincinnati, Toronto, and Detroit. And then finally, the final section here, another 30 years here, it's going to be Detroit needs to have an auto plant. I need to grow Indianapolis into a metropolitan area. That is starting as a very, very small area, so we'll start on that as soon as we possibly can. And I need 35 carloads of automobiles from Detroit to Indianapolis. Okay, so we are actually in Indianapolis, which I think is something. That's actually, I've never seen Indianapolis start so differently before. Alright, so what we'll do, we'll actually run between Chicago and Indianapolis. We'll just run some trains, get some money rolling here. We'll run through the little town of Lafayette there. There we go. And then we'll go ahead sell, so I can get a station over here. We'll start our first train here. Just run some passenger. And there we go. Alright, so we'll just get that started and let us begin. Yeah, that's a massive cut. Okay. And we'll start actually that. So we'll come around like such. Start running some that there. There we go. Yeah, we'll have to invest in putting that stock here in Chicago. Now that doesn't need to happen for quite a while. I will need it by 1935. It is just shy of 1841 right now, so I have a solid 90 years to build a stockyard there. Not that I won't put it off. Although maybe I will. We will, the first order of business, even before I do that, I need to have steel in the city of Pittsburgh. So yeah, you can see, we got Columbus and Fort Wayne, which is just soliciting rooms. Okay, yeah, that's what we'll do. I'm gonna make some extra money here. Start our connection over to. There we go. There we go. Let's spin around like that, and then we'll come around like such. Okay, connect that there. Okay, got the American. Perfect. Just need a little more money here, which I'll get in just a second. There we go, and then we'll start running another service over there. Try to make some speed records here. Because when I have a speed record, I can make some extra money on train. Yeah, there we go. Knew it. Knew it. Alright. Excellent. That's why you do it. Especially when a new locomotive, like a passenger locomotive, comes into the scene. Definitely want to get it. The Indy Flyer. I like that. That's cool. Anyhow, I want to have the Indy Flyer a high priority train since it's making us $200,000 more now than it was beforehand. So we got Fort Wayne. We can work our way around like this. I think we'll probably work our way up towards Cleveland as well. And Cleveland's a little bit closer than Columbus. As long as I get over to Pittsburgh, that's all that matters. We got enough money. I think that's what we'll do right now. Let's go ahead and just start the building process. There we go. Where's the nearest coalery? I need coal. We'll find out in just a second. Hold on. We'll go ahead and finish up that railroad first. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. I think what we'll do, we'll just run a train that runs out that direction. Actually, what we can do, I already have a train that runs out that way. We're gonna go just further up beyond that, as such. Ooh, they produce food too, so that'll be actually really nice. So what do you want? You want that? Okay. Let's go take a look at our goods chart super quick and see. Oh, where's the nearest granary? It is not. It is actually the one that I'm serving, which is kind of ironic. Okay, there we go. Got that. How about coal? Okay, that's weird. There's some interesting collieries. There's one all the way up here. There's one that's not being serviced. It's out of all the way over by Battle Creek, Michigan. Okay. So you know what? That's what we'll do. We will build a line out to Battle Creek. And then that will any direct service to Pittsburgh. There we go. Excellent. Is there another granary? Yeah, that's actually not the only granary as well. It says there's another granary. Oh, there is one. Up here, but it's being serviced by another railroad. Or he's actually delivering it right now. Cool. Okay, on Lafayette, you want oil. Ooh, that's nice. I can make that money right back right now. What I'm going to do. I'm going to build a station right there, then I'll have a line that goes right up to there. I see an untouched granary right there, so that could be some nice stuff. But I'm just gonna use this to make some money. Yes, you need the steel mill. And then, is there any automobile plants right now? Detroit does have an automobile plant, which makes sense. So that's what I'm actually gonna do. I'm actually gonna have a line that goes directly. Yeah, it'll come over like such, but the very minimum. We'll have that, and then probably what I'll do from up here is we'll come down like such, so we can connect to Detroit and Indy. And we already we need some more running trains on that. There we go. Kept that. And now I'll make some money off that whenever I bring those trains in. Yeah, it's pretty bad RNG to have the coal, like the coalery all the way the heck over here. Yeah, usually some great RNGs that the coal's actually up over here. So kind of strange that they did it this way. But oh, there we go. Got Indianapolis. Now I'm gonna build that. Just got 2 or 3 of those in a really short time there. So now I'm gonna run a coal train. Just between there and there. Perfect. A little late. I've already built a lot. But if anything, to drive up the price for my competitors. If I win it, I win it. There we go. Got it anyways. Okay. And I might start working up Chicago's stockyard next. So I'm gonna upgrade that first off into the station. And ironically, right where the station building is very Illinois Central-esque, right along the water there. Which is very unfortunate, because that would mean, Great Chicago Fire, but that's just how it works out here. Louisville's got that, livestock. There's quite a few unstuck livestock out near Evansville. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build one that specifically services these livestock farms. Let me double check on that livestock one. Cincinnati to Toronto and Detroit. Cincinnati is somewhere. Fine city, actually. There's Louisville. Cincinnati should be out. Actually, I'll go this way. There it is. So I will need to start servicing Cincinnati after one of these dies. As soon as I win that with the there, I'm actually going to give a there we go. He couldn't afford to lose that one. That's too important. Okay, good, excellent. All right, so now I'm gonna start running some. Actually, well, first order of business, I actually have to build a cattle stockyard here. So, yep. Oh, yep. I gotta get some extra money here. Almost. Here we go. When I can start running some of these trains over to there. They're they're very important. And would actually have a higher priority than, especially this train. This train is very low priority. Alright, perfect. Alright, so what do we need left? We still need to deliver some steel. So, that's another train that I could start running. Oh, you don't build cars yet, you require cars. Do we have any auto manufacturers? No, you need it. There is one at Grand Rapids, so that's what we'll do, actually. There we go. Okay, perfect. So that's what we'll do. We'll have some steel trains running out that direction towards there. It's pretty much all we'll do for the first half because I have 22 years to deliver 25 carloads of steel, and I will need to buy back a lot of my stock here, just a little bit. Right now, I know I only. Okay, alright. We'll need another train out to Detroit. There we go. Tap that, and then start running trains out to Cincinnati. And then, no trains are actually servicing Toronto just quite yet. But we will need to service Toronto in a little bit. That stockyard is currently being serviced by 2 separate railroads, but I do not have the money to buy it. Yeah, right now I'm doing pretty poor. Alright, I will slow stuff down. I'm gonna use the other passenger train. That one, I'm gonna upgrade you to that speed. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? That train's not even making me that much money anyway, so I'm gonna just delete that train. And delete that line, actually. That'll save me some money, actually. Might even use that to pay back on some of that. So I have 19 years. I've delivered 4 carloads. Yeah, you could do that for the power plant, but like I'm gonna service it again. Okay. Ooh, you know what? On the return trip, since it is heading that direction anyways, what I'm gonna do that. Boom. Ready. Okay. You can keep trying to buy that power plant. It ain't gonna fly. And you know what? I already own it. It's just causing some train traffic. I'm just gonna get rid of it. There we go. Sometimes you have to make a strategic move to just get rid of it. There you go. I have 15 years of called on 8 loads, so I think I'm probably actually gonna add another turn here. Ooh, you can go to Chicago too. Then you want it? Not quite yet. You do. So that's what I'll do. make a stop at that station, and then you can unload. Getting very close, and I need 2 more. Hopefully I can earn that money before. Come on. That I do. Okay. Oh, almost there. Almost there. I just need one more train with that. There we go. The first one. All gold on that one. I have 3 years. And now, darn, I will need to pay 6.7 million to complete that one. So I have, oh gosh, just shy of 50 years. So I do have a lot of time. But, that's the game plan. I do also need to build out to the city of Toronto. Just when it just started, going south for that. So what we'll do is we'll already have the Y up. So we'll actually extend the Y out towards this way. And then Start running some food trains up that way. Okay, and Detroit will need an auto plant, so that's the next order of business. I'm gonna build a auto plant there. There we go. Alright. So you know what I'm going to do there. So I am going to just, instead of going to there, just go to there. Do that. We'll actually upgrade the equipment to that. Perfect. Now, since I don't need that anymore, I'm going to just delete that station and that flyover. It'll just save me some money. And then we'll start running some car trains out towards Indianapolis. That's the next big thing that I need to do. Did I already have a Toronto train? Is that a Toronto train? Yeah, that's going to Detroit, but I can also upgrade it. That is my Toronto train. Okay, good. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Okay. We'll put a terminal there. Put a terminal there. Put a terminal there. That'll also increase. Can't put a terminal there just quite yet. There we go. Yeah, 43 years to deliver all that. And, how am I doing? Last place. Of course I am. It's because it's of that particularly, in particular. So, yes. Leave that off for now. The terminal there, and I have not put a terminal in Chicago yet. Even though no matter how many trains I've put here so far. There we go. Yeah, they need more food trains. We got something going on. Interesting. You know what it is that I have such an ancient train. It's taking forever to ship that. And I can do that, yeah. It's still going to be a low priority train, obviously. There's no point in... Oh, that I do need. One of my least favorite aspects of the game is that sometimes I just can't see it. Okay, you low. Somebody goes first. We can't. We got too many trains stuck here at the same time. You know what? I'm gonna replace that one right there. There we go. Much better. Much better. I can't produce automobiles if there's no steel mill. I have any of the older trains, maintenance-wise. I do. Oh, that actually was never upgraded. Just that all it does is run backwards and forwards on that. Interesting. All right. All right. So how am I looking? I have 38 more years. Almost done. I need 5 more carloads of food to Toronto, and I still need to pay out my yeah, likely once I get over to I have the food delivered, I'll get rid of my little Toronto extension. It doesn't need to exist. The only things that would need to exist, honestly, at that rate, is a line that services the coal, that services the oil steel, and that also services the Detroit and Indianapolis. That's it. Okay, alright. Do we have any passenger trains that are... None. None. Okay. So I'm gonna actually put that lower. What's up 2 cities that are pretty good? Those are 2 cities that I really don't serve by train, so that's what I'll do. I'm gonna have a high priority train that'll just service those 2 cities. I think that's what we'll do here with that Toronto. And turn that into a terminal. There you go. Hold on, the express has got to go through first. Yeah, you're going kind of all over the place there. There we go. I figured I was going to do it. The Toronto Express, of course. Oh, I think that'll be the end of my food blend there. As soon as that train arrives in Toronto. Gotta let the Toronto Express leave first. Then you can bring in the food. There you go. Okay. All I need to do is pay this 7.6 million. And we'll go ahead and get that all done. Solid. I think that's what I'll do. I will also start making some money there. Oop, Jay Gould got bought out. So now there's one really large orange empire now. You're just going to Detroit, yes, you're a pretty high priority. Train there. Actually, you know what? You're kind of normal. There's still passenger trains around on that route, so... That. Is there any old trains that are still in need of replacing? Yes, there is. This guy. That's something. He's been in the game a while. I'm gonna upgrade you to a Pacific, and then I will also upgrade my other 10-wheeler to a Pacific. There we go. Cool. The Mikado should be out in a few years, so that'll be the majority of my old freight haulers. I think anything that's pretty old, I'll end up replacing with a Mikado. You know what that is? That's my competitor's track. It is kind of funny that Cornelius Vanderbilt bought me, and we're basically right about the same. Actually, I've exceeded him in several ways. Cool. All right. Well, I have 30 years to pay 7.7. I will probably just speed up. Alright, you know what I might do? I'm actually going to run another service here. Yeah, you want oil, and you can turn that into goods as well. So, you know what? Let's go find some oil. Oh, there's some over here. So that's what I'll do. I'm actually going to make a second tracker. A lot of trains around to do here. Okay. Oh man, you're not doing too hot actually. I'll probably just scrap that train actually. It's just a big money loser. It's a money pit actually. You are also pretty much of a money pit. Doesn't need to do anything there. Like, we got our goal there. You're not much of a money pit. You're really actually an important money maker. But you have a contemporary who's making more money, so it's just eating in the profits there. So yeah, I'll scrap that one too. You need to run. You're still necessary. So you can lose money. Not cutting every money loser at the least, but I'm cutting the real money losers for now. Alright, who's my real money winner in terms of freight? Oh, my new Toronto-Cleveland train. That's what I'll do. I want to upgrade that. You're pretty good too. I'll upgrade you too. And you, you're okay for right now. I'm still relatively new, but yes. I will keep you. Yeah. Oh, and then you as well. Alright. You are the contemporary, so I'm gonna upgrade you as well. Actually, because I can, I want to do that. Something. Oh. I was like, wait. Is that okay? Yes? No? Maybe so? Yeah, I was unsure. You are pretty important to upgrade you.
All aboard! All aboard! All aboard!
There we go. Trying to get to the other side there. Ooh, I can almost purchase off my things here. I'll be all set for that one. There we go. There we go. Perfect. With 20 years to spare. So now the only thing I have to do is I have to ship automobiles to Indianapolis. So pretty good. And keep that on the burner. This train, I believe, is my... Not my lifeline, actually. My lifeline is that train. I think it's you, actually. You are my lifeline. This train requires really high priority. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to do that as well. So we can make some more money. So it's not a goal, but I think I'll probably buy out one of my competitors. Or both of my competitors, actually. I mean, it took me a while to get up to that one, so... Still have deliver 24, we need to deliver 33. There we go. We're getting really close now. Your city I don't have connected yet. Charleston. Charleston is not connected. We'll need to have all maintenance costs. That's very important. If I can have all maintenance costs, I can double trains. Okay, perfect. Got that. Oop, there we go. I got those. Let's see. Where my highest maintenance is you. Pretty big. That's what I'll do. I'll use that. Actually, a lot of them are very nice. So I'll just go ahead and replace all the Connies with the P5s. Oh, there we go. They're another brickyard. Okay, that's everything. I think we'll probably play on until I think I'll probably buy out JP. And then probably after I buy out JP, then I can buy out Cornelius as well. So we'll stick around for just a little bit. There we go. Got that one.
All aboard.
Got that one. Oh, come on, buddy, that one.
All aboard.
Yeah, run too many goods trains to not have that. Or too many food, perishable trains, I should say.
All aboard. All aboard.
There we go. Alright. Oh, it's time for me to to maintain my title here. So, I have a new passenger train that exists yet? No, none? Sure I did. Anyhow, um, there we go.
All aboard.
There we go. My train.
All aboard.
Alright. Yeah, that locomotive is 32 years old. I think I should replace it outright. You will also replace. Yeah, Dieselization is coming fast on my railroad. Cool. All right. So we only have one. Correction. We have two more locomotives that are coming around here. The next one, I believe, is the daylight, the GS, or Golden State, as they call it in this one. All right, there it is. There's Golden State right there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm just gonna have a train that will run directly here. Just livestock only. Oh, there we go. Merge in. Yeah. So got JP. I'm gonna see if I can get Cornelius by the end of 1970. I have a strong feeling I will because I've already made well over $2 million, and I only need 8.5 to win. Oh gosh, look at this guy. This thing is all manners are messed up. Yeah, it's very strange when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. We'll run a train like that, actually. You are also very strange. Upgrade you, and then we'll just clear you out entirely. Let's see. Cool. Yeah, that'll work too. And then you're fine. I'm gonna upgrade you though to this, and then I am gonna just. I don't know why you didn't have that to begin with, but do that, and then upgrade you to this. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, change all that. It's Evans to Lexington. Cool, and then I'm gonna upgrade you to that. Cool. Okay, I built up for the AI build out to there. Do we even have any trains that are running that? Don't look like there is. If not, there we go. Now I have one. Alright, oh, there we go. I can merge in now. And now I own every railroad. All trains. There we go, and I did it by 1948. So if I wait just a few more seconds, should have the last locomotive. I believe it comes out in 1950. So we'll see that introduction because it'll become a thing later in the game. September, October, November, and into December. There we go. AMD has announced the GP series. Technically, it is a passenger engine, but I mean, this locomotive is fast. It'll do everything. 120 miles an hour is the speed there. It's kind of expensive, but you know what? By this point of the game, a big old network anyways. Anyhow, I'd like to thank you for watching. Hope to see you again real soon. Fair Truck Speed out.